This is me, Spoon Beast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Spood Beast back within his new location. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new room, the new area in which videos will be made. I'm pretty well all done unpacking. We can say maybe I'm 99.9% done. Good enough to make a video. Pretty well. I'm all moved in here. It's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure you can see my shelf, the Canadian Kid sketch behind me, my light, all that sort of stuff. Let's not spend too much time on that. Let's get right into the topic, the meat and potatoes, if you will, of this video. Basically, this video is some major news in terms of Super Smash Bros. 4. What else would I be talking about, right? Well, basically, Kid Icarus Uprising has been complete in development, because for one thing, it already has a release date set for this month, and another thing is, well, Smash Bros.' development has officially begun. And you see, Masahiro Sakurai himself took a look back with a trip down memory lane and took a look at the Dojo website for Brawl, and he was quoted to saying about it, "However, what's the word? It's tremendous. How did we make this?" For the actual Dojo website. So, basically, that's kind of exciting news, because I'm sure he's going to use that domain and site for the same purpose he did for Brawl, which was updating, different news to the public on the game. Now, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, let me just kind of fill you in. The Smash Bros. Dojo, during, the hype up and build up to Brawl's release date, was used to release day-to-day information about the game that had already been developed, but they kind of, would fill in the anticipated fans with a little bit of new information every day, and those, like myself, mostly went on to see if they'd release any updates for new characters. That's kind of what, brought people to the website. It's the website where, Ike, Pokemon Trainer, and Diddy Kong were all announced within the same month. It's the website where Ike, Sonic, and King Dedede were announced the same month, and of course, the Sonic announcement was huge. It was one of the biggest things in gaming at the time, and that's probably when I should have started on YouTube. But basically, if it weren't, the Dojo website is the whole reason I got on here in the first place. It's the whole reason I ever started making videos on here, basically, because I started when King Dedede was announced for Brawl. That was when I made my first video on this account in terms of gaming. But, that's that. So, basically, the website was used for, to just give fans a little piece of information every day, and then maybe they give you a huge chunk on a good day. It was kind of like, oh, what are we going to get today? It was very cool. And now it seems like he's taking a look back at this website to see how he can kind of fill in the fans this time for the next Smash Bros. Game, whatever they decide to call it. Maybe they'll just keep 4 in there. We've been all calling it 4 for whatever title they're going to be going with. So that to me is exciting, because if they're going to do a similar website, I can bring Dojo news back and kind of do weekly updates or major updates whenever we get that sort of news. I don't expect to do it until probably next year, but it's still something to look forward to, and it gives this account some life still. And wouldn't it be great to bring back the one thing that made this account build upon viewership in the first place, that brought it viewership in the first place? Would it be talking about Smash Brothers website updates? It's the whole reason I got on here the whole reason I started making videos was because of that. So, that to me is really cool. And, it's funny how years later, he'd been doing that website. I think he launched it 5 years ago, and now he's looking back on it, and he's amazed with the work that him and his development team were able to do to update that website. And I'm sure they're thinking nothing less than to try and do it again for the 4th game. And I love this sort of news, because it's really exciting for us fans. I mean, we all get to anticipate stuff together, we all get to build upon stuff together, and it's just fun to have that kind of atmosphere, and it's kind of what makes my videos work. So, it's awesome that Kid Icarus is done. I've been waiting it to be done for months, and now Smash Bros. 4, or Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, is officially probably in the drafting process. Now, the drafting process is characters that they write for the game. It's stages they try to think up, features, all that sort of stuff. The overall gameplay. They write for that. Video games need to be right and thought out first before development begins, and that seems to be the process that has started here. And he's just kind of looking at different features and updates on the dojo to kind of give him maybe some ideas how to improve upon for the next game, and that is nothing less than admirable. So I thought it was a pretty big thing. This has been known for a few days now. Probably at least since the last week, since I probably made my last video, was when I figured this news out. But as you know, I try to keep my videos, I did a lot in February, that's too much. I try to keep, between 4 to 7 days between them. I just think it works out better that way. And, I prefer it over once a month, because that kind of blows, because, stuff can pop up at any time here. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Smash Brothers for the Wii U and 3DS has begun its early portion of the development process. Kid Icarus Uprising is on the way to stores. And with that, I'm in a new room in a new house, and I'm bidding you all adieu until my next video, which, believe it or not, is going to be really shortly. Obviously. So anyway, I bid you all farewell. Have a good evening wherever you guys are at, and I'll see you all later. Spood Beast, out.